The Disney versus DeSantis battle is heating up. Florida's governor has signed a bill allowing his oversight board to cancel development agreements at Disney World. It's kind of confusing. Paul Huck is an attorney representing Central Florida's Tourism Oversight District and joins us now. Great to have you on the show, Paul. What does this new rule from the governor actually do?
Sure. Thank you, Ashley. So for about 55 years, Disney had the privilege of essentially governing its own city in the middle of Florida. It appointed the members of the Board of Supervisors. They passed the laws that Disney wanted. They decided how and when to enforce them against Disney. And the Florida legislature decided to change that and bring parity to Disney that is shared by any other business in the state of Florida and the rest of the country, frankly, and has now allowed the governor to appoint an independent board of supervisors to oversee that governing body and bring Disney into the same position that any other Florida business is in.
Let me ask you this. Disney is suing Ron DeSantis. He's saying that he tried to weaponize government power, in other words, retaliate. The judge overseeing the case is Mark Walker. Last year, he called DeSantis' education law dystopian, which begs the question, is this going to be a fair fight in court?
Well, Ashley, I can speak first of all about the state court proceeding that the new board has filed in state court, and that's down in Orlando. And we absolutely expect a fair proceeding in that case for three simple reasons. Those development agreements are illegal under Florida law. First, the outgoing board and Disney failed to follow the required public notice requirements of Florida law. Second, the outgoing board tried to give Disney a vast amount of its governing authority, also illegal under Florida law. And finally, for all the goodies that the old board gave to Disney, Disney didn't give anything back to the board, also illegal under Florida law. So we fully expect a fair proceeding in the state court action that we filed down in Orlando. And regarding the federal court proceeding, we believe that the federal court will follow clear federal law and abstain or hold back from doing anything in that case, while the state court can go ahead and decide the issues of state law, which again are clear, and where we believe the court will agree with us that the development agreements are void and unenforceable.
It's fascinating to follow, Paul. We're already out of time, but thank you so much for taking the time out to bring us up to speed. I'm sure we haven't heard the last on this fight, but thank you so much.